true. It's why I won't eat meat.
Yeah, you don't eat meat? Yeah, right. What about like eggs and dairy products?
I'm a pescatarian. I eat fish. And
Fish?
sushi.
Yeah, right. Why is that?
Well, the way I look at that is, they're not cooked up like that, and even when they are, they don't give a shit.
Right,
You know?
right. So the interesting thing is a lot of the fish that people are consuming are fish farmed. So they are actually confined in these really tight areas. But let's just say for argument's sake, they're out.
Do they care?
Let's just say for argument's sake they're out in the wild. Do you think fish feel pain and suffer?
Oh, of course they
Yeah,
Of course
yeah. Like fish feel pain and suffer, and that's the reason we give these other animals moral consideration, right?
Yeah.
Then what is it about fish that makes it okay to kill them and not other animals?
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
What do you think?
But the only reason I'm eating fish at the moment is because I'm trying to bulk up. And then I'm going to go full veg.
Right. Do you think you can bulk up on veg or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got the choice. Because I understand what you're saying. Like I used to feel similarly. I used to be pescatarian and I was vegetarian, and I'd sort of switch between. And I used to think that fish was it was okay to eat because they look quite different from other animals, not cuddly, couldn't really relate to them.
Yeah.
But then when I thought about it and I think, what would it be like to be that fish? And to be just swimming around and get pulled out of the ocean and suffocate and stabbed and
Still alive.
still an animal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
So yeah, that's the best I can do at the moment is pescatarian. But yeah, I don't know, mate. Have you been to that Lord of the Flies?
no, I haven't been there. Why is
Fast
that?
food joint? It's fast food,
Okay.
but there's no meat. It's
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Really.
Do you think that, would you say you're against animal abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we can be against animal abuse, but also pay for some animals to be abused? Does that sound like a consistent?
So that again.
Like if I say I'm against child abuse,
Yeah.
but then I pay for some children to be abused,
Yeah. Well, it's like
would that be wrong? Or
It's like saying we can eat them, but we can go trophy hunt tigers.
yeah, or just kill fish or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because I can tell that you're making these decisions trying to be more moral and ethical. So I guess the question is like, if there is a way for you to live and bulk up and do what you want to do without causing that suffering, what's stopping you from doing it? Yeah. Because then you can say you're not abusing animals, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
But I do it for health reasons as well. I think it's healthier.
So the healthiest diet on the planet, which you can look at the peer-reviewed science to find this, is whole food plant-based. But even if they were the same, how would we justify what we do to them, Even if being vegan was a little bit unhealthier, it would still probably be the moral thing to do, right?
Yeah. Have you seen that, what's it called? Game Changers?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah?
But I'll just keep going pescatarian,
All right. Well, as long as you know that by doing that, you may not
still
be
killing, but
Yeah. And do you think that, it would be if you had the option to cause some harm, no harm, or a lot of harm, what's better?
But the animal had a life.
Okay, we can talk about that. So the animal had a life.
Yeah.
So if I give an animal a life,
Yeah.
does that justify killing them for my?
No, it doesn't. But what I'm saying, it's better than that.
Yeah,
Than these little chicks.
Let's say it is better than that. But what would be the third option? So we could either violently kill them, we could belly rub them and then kill them, or we could not kill them.
We could just eat rapists and criminals. And, I don't know.
Well, that's a whole nother. The crazy thing is you bring that point up. We treat these animals worse than the worst criminals on this planet. So I'm going to give you this because there's a way you can live in alignment with your values.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I went veggie up at work for a bit,
Yeah.
and I did pretty well up at work.
Yeah.
There's a few options up there, but
Yeah.
I'll look into it, man.
Yeah. And
if I can go non-pescatarian, I will.
yeah. And you can. And look, I don't know if you want to take this as all but health information as well, environment, and some products. These are all obviously like substitutes. You don't have to eat these. But yeah, there's lots of resources on there as well.
Awesome.
Thanks for stopping, man. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care.